the crisis in Uganda is primarily a result of misrule. The 37 years of misrule that has caused the economic and social crisis in the country. You cannot blame young people who are unemployed on COVID or the war in Ukraine. The young people who are going into slavery in Arab countries were not caused by the war in Ukraine or COVID. The desperation in the country is not a result of COVID or Ukraine. It's a result of years upon years of a government that takes a lot of money from our citizens and takes almost nothing back to them in the form of services or in the form of goods that they are entitled to. That is the basis of the crisis. That the country serves a few, only a few get everything while everybody else is going down. That's the source of the crisis. So today, the crisis of teachers is part of the crisis we are fighting about. The teachers should not see themselves as different from all other Ugandans who are suffering. There are those who cannot strike. The policemen, the army men. I hear even that my colleagues in the army have not been paid for months now. The prisons officers who have been guarding us, they sleep hungry. For them, they don't even have the opportunity to go on strike. It is us to liberate them, to liberate those policemen, to liberate these prison officers. It is us to liberate them. Their salaries have never been adjusted for a very long time. Local governments. Now I hear the councillors all over the local governments, the chairmen of the local governments are also starving. And these are the people who have been chanting no change. Most of them are NRM, they are starving. This is why this struggle is not an NRM opposition struggle. This is a liberation struggle from a few people who are holding the country hostage.
We got it. We got it. We got it.
So we must, this is the time why we must all unite. The local governments, the teachers, the soldiers, everybody. This is the time to unite, to free ourselves from the crisis and the desperation that the country faces. And that is a struggle that we are determined to prosecute to the end. We shall not turn back.
Lumbe, we got it. Lumbe, we got it. We got it. Lumbe.
Let's not fear the prisons that they are threatening us with. The prisons are nothing. You can keep me in prison, but I will not give up what right I have to fight. And all Ugandans must be prepared. If we all agree here and we march to the police and say we have come, we are 1,000, arrest us. We are not going even to apply for bail, take us into the prison. What can they do?
No.
And if tomorrow another 5,000 come, and the other day 10,000 come, whom will they arrest and where will they arrest us? So let's not be intimidated by prison, by all these things that they are creating. This is our country, and we must fight for it until we are free.
Yes. tutasensi yafe. Uganda tuzukuke, tutasensi yafe.
You cannot tell Ugandans that they tighten their belts when you are opening yours. You know? Say tighten your belts. But they are buying vehicles of billions. You buy a vehicle of $1 billion plus. I hear the one they bought, the other one will cost $3 billion, one vehicle. But you are telling people, tighten your belts. State House is eating $2 billion per day. $2 billion, the home, not the office. And you are telling people, teachers, be patient. You can starve, be patient. We shall think about you slowly. Teachers don't matter. No. Teachers should stand their ground. Civil servants should stand their ground. Local governments should stand their ground. All of us should stand our ground. This is the time to say enough is enough.
Uganda muzukuke,
tutasensi yafe.
Uganda tuzukuke,
tutasensi yafe.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all the activists who have remained struggling even as we were in prison. Some were arrested yesterday, the other day, carrying food, trying to come and visit us in Rosira. That is a courageous thing to do. We thank all activists that have been active. We thank all our colleagues who have, in one way or another, supported us while we were in this difficult situation. Would like to thank our great fighters of the law, the lawyers for justice, who, as you know, in all difficult circumstances have stood with all activists and argued for their freedom. They have been fighting from the time we were incarcerated, and they have been fighting for all that have been arrested, including the ones whom we believe will be brought this afternoon to this court. So let's really thank our lawyers for that great effort. And would like to thank all our leaders in the Forum for Democratic Change, and I see here the president of the Forum for Democratic Change, our leaders of JEMA, our leaders of the Conservative Party, the PFT leaders who have been very strong and supportive throughout this whole process. Even those who have not been part of PFT but have identified fully and supported the struggle to make sure that the freedom we want now comes from other parties. I've been especially very thankful to the leaders in the National Unity Platform that have joined hands with us to struggle to see that we free ourselves. As you have seen, even one of our lawyers is a member of parliament from the National Unity Platform. So we are very grateful for this emerging and strengthening unity for change. Thank you very much. And from here, we are going to first of all sit and reorganize and see the next steps, but no turning back. We must push on until this is sorted out. No doubt about that. Thank you very much.